Hey guys, welcome back to Modeling Manhood. I got in front of me a pitcher of water. This is water from our well, a well that is doing really well. Really well? Well, anyways, you get the idea. But it wasn't always the case. We used to have water that was super sandy, and we had to let it settle out so that everything could kind of separate, and then we would draw off the top and run it through a filter. And as the family grew, that hand dug well did not keep up. And we had cleaned it out a few times and uh, tried getting it to work a little bit better and tried doing a few different techniques, and it just wasn't working. And we ended up having to drill a new well. And there was this question when we were drilling the well, are we going to have water? Uh, and they're like, you're going to have water, but we don't know what it's going to taste like or what it's going to be like. And there was a lot of questions. There was all this unknown and uncertainty. And you know what? We are super blessed to have good water. It is absolutely delicious. I always laugh because my dad's always like, can you bring me some water from your house? Your water tastes better. And I always thought growing up we had good water, but we are super blessed to have a well that keeps up and provides for us. And it reminds me of John chapter 4, the woman at the well. Jesus had gone into Samaria. And if you don't know, Samaria is kind of that like area where it's like the Jewish people kind of went around Samaria. And that's why if you hear like the Good Samaritan, it's like this enemy of Israel uh, helped them out. But Jesus goes into Samaria in chapter 4 in the book of John. And a woman from Samaria came to draw water. Verse 7. Jesus said to her, give me a drink. For his disciples had gone away into the city to buy food. And the Samaritan woman said to him, how is it that you, a Jew, ask for a drink from me, a woman of Samaria? Imagine going up to an enemy or somebody that you just don't agree with, and you're like, hey man, can I get some water from you? And there's kind of like this awkward moment. And this woman's kind of taken off guard here. For Jews had no dealings with Samaritans. Jesus answered her, if you knew the gift of God and who it is that is saying to you, give me a drink, you would have asked me, and he would have given you living water. And the woman said, sir, you have nothing to draw water with, and the well is deep. Where do you get this living water? Jesus has got her attention here. She's like thinking, you don't have anything to put down in the well. You don't have anything to drink from. And you're going to give me living water, not just like liquid water. Are you greater than our father Jacob? Because this was Jacob's well. He gave us this well and drank from it himself, as did his sons and his livestock. And Jesus said to her, anyone who drinks of this water will be thirsty again. But whoever drinks of the water that I will give him will never be thirsty again. The water that I will give him will become in him a spring of water welling up to eternal life. How cool is that? And the woman said, sir, give me this water so that I will never be thirsty and have to come here to draw water. And the woman's kind of like, I don't want to have to keep coming back. She was getting water during the middle of the day because of her reputation. She was not known to have a good rapport. Jesus goes on to say, you've had five husbands, and the husband you're with now is not your husband. And she would come during the heat of the day when the other women weren't at the well. She wasn't welcome there. And Jesus is now giving her an invitation to everlasting life, living water. And Jesus said to her, go call your husband. And he says, for you have had 5 husbands. And the woman said, sir, I perceive that you are a prophet. Our fathers worshipped on this mountain, but you say that in Jerusalem is a place where people ought to worship. Jesus said to her, woman, believe me, the hour is coming when neither on this mountain nor in Jerusalem will you worship the Father. You worship what you do not know. We worship what we know, for salvation is from the Jews. But the hour is coming, and it is now here, when the true worshippers will worship the Father in spirit and truth, for the Father is seeking such people to worship him. God is spirit. Those who worship him must worship in spirit also. And the woman said to him, I know that Messiah is coming, who will be called the Christ. When he comes, he will tell us these things. And Jesus said to her, I am who speaks to you. I am he. And it is just so interesting that the first time Jesus told anybody that he was the Messiah was to a woman and also a Samaritan, the Samaritan woman. Was the first to know Jesus' true identity. And it is just interesting that no matter how far you are away from the Lord, how far you've gone astray, or how many bad things you've done, Jesus wants to get to know you. He wants to give you living water. Just like the uncertainties of us digging a new well here and wondering what's going to happen. We don't have to wonder with Jesus. This Bible makes it super clear that there is hope eternal if we put our trust in him, our living water. And I hope that message resonates with you guys today and encourages you in your faith. Get out there and share the living water, and be good on the promises of being fruitful and multiplying. As Christians, we need to be fruitful and multiply. We need to share that living water and share it with others and bring people home to him so we can spend eternity in heaven together. Thank you guys for joining us here at Modeling Manhood. As always, remember to marry Maker and journey with Jesus.